Let's see what Bill the white channel.
Decor for all
At the
home and holiday superstore.
At home.
Take choosing between vibrant jungles, a sweltering desert, and beautiful beaches. Then come to Toronto, a beautiful, magical, mostly safe world of fantasy.
And Mr. Brown, the best one-armed barber in the world.
Unabashedly claiming his world-renowned stature, Harold Brown's right arm glides the razor over a student at the American Barber Institute. His non-functioning left arm is the result of a birth defect, a malady that haunted him for years.
I've been called all type of one-armed names growing up as a child. I grew up not loving myself. Always had to prove myself to people.
Growing up in Jamaica, Queens, Brown fell into the darkness of crime and spent more than 30 years in and out of prison until one day...
I was tired of doing wrong. I needed to do something right in life. I was at rock bottom and had nothing and nowhere to turn.
He gets emotional as he remembers guidance he received from a fellow inmate named Desperado.
He taught me how to cut hair. The more I cut, the better I became. The whites showed me how to cut the whites' hair. The blacks showed me how to cut the blacks' hair. The Hispanics showed me how to cut their hair.
Back in society, Brown got his first break at barbering at a shop in Harlem, and later was enlisted as a teacher at the American Barber Institute in Manhattan.
I love teaching people how to cut hair. I love my students. I love every student that I've met. Every last one of them. And they love me back. See, just love to see. That's what we do.
Brown said he never considered barbering with one arm to be a real problem for him.
I never had two hands to use in learning the craft of barbering, so I always had to use one hand. I had to learn to have a razor hand. I had to learn to have how to use the machines. I had to learn that. But once I learned it, I got it. The hardest part about cutting hair with one arm is when a person see you with that one arm and doubt you.
Aside from cutting hair, barbers are also known to give shaves.
The barber must have a razor hand.
And Brown certainly did, as I bravely endured a clean shave.
Yes, we are. We're doing great.
Brown takes pride in the students he's taught barbering, including Umberto Arras, who now teaches the craft.
Mr. B!
He taught me a lot of techniques and methods, even with his one arm, and it really, changed the way that I saw barbering.
Despite what anybody may feel about you, if you love yourself and believe in yourself, you can make it.
A clergyman once observed that life's best success comes after disappointment. Harold Brown turned life's disappointment into opportunity and success, never considering himself handicapped, but rather handicapable.
Hey, it's Chris with Rowe Dental Laboratory, and we've put together a video series on restoring full arch.
He's
There's
dead?
a bunch of different workflows for this, and it can get kind of confusing. We're trying to make it nice and simple for you. From analog records to digital records.
No.
In this video, we are discussing a
dead.
digital workflow, and this is going to be the seating appointment from the digital scans that were already
That's what I
uploaded
should have
to
titled
us.
this. I
And
should have
this is
titled
called
That Shit Was
the IG.
Staged.
The IG
I
is
should
a
have
patented
titled this
product,
video.
and it is a fit verification.
Let me get out of
tool,
here
but
and
as you can
retitle
see,
this video.
it's with teeth. This is a duplicate of what the patient's been wearing, whether it is their printed try-in, their surgical prosthesis, or maybe it's a final and you just need to replace that. As long as it's fixed full arch on multi-unit abutments, the patented IG workflow.
Hey KRM, honestly, I'm pissed. Like,
So all the scans have been sent.
I'm just,
As I mentioned, it comes in sections.
I'm so upset about that, right? Like, I am upset that he was allowed to pull a stunt like this. This man has been pulling stunts after fucking stunts after fucking stunts.
You can use a few different materials for
This
this.
nigga been pulling stunts after fucking stunts.
So make sure
This nigga literally, when the gunshot, he's like, and he made sure he was saying some bullshit. It was staged. You have 2 days to open the broadcast.
So we don't need to do any kind of bite.
What does that mean?
Like that. It's already been established.
There we go.
Dial the bite
But
in,
people are buying
scan the opposing,
it too.
scan the bite. Now you can also, if this
This is
entanglement doesn't meet the
ridiculous.
tissue
Can we
nicely,
say
then you can
ridiculous?
also
Can we
use a
be
renal
honest and
impression.
say this is
Express some medium
ridiculous?
body in between the tissue
This
and
is
the entanglement, it'll capture that tissue again.
ridiculous.
And then the next prosthesis you
I really
receive
need
is
to
gonna
go
have
ahead and
some
add
nice
a.
tissue adaptation. If you don't want to use the
Let me
medium
try.
body,
Let me do
you can
this.
also, once you remove this, just give us a